Murray State recently started the TESOL Undergraduate program, and it's continuing to grow. Sarah spoke with Dr. Latricia Trites to learn more about this opportunity.
Well, we have been trying to build this undergraduate program for several years because there is no undergraduate program in the state of Kentucky, right. But that's the only way to get certification to teach in the public schools. And so we have tried for several years, and now by doing this, we have allowed for undergraduates to get a Bachelor's of Arts in teaching English, specifically English as a second language, and it leads to K-12 certification so they can teach in the public schools. And now in the state of Kentucky, ESL is a critical need area. And so because we have so many non-native speakers in the public schools, there aren't enough teachers out there. Right. So it became very important to have this program. And we've seen it blossom in this last year and a half. I started out with one student, and now I'm up to 12. So it's really growing, and I've still got more students coming in. So
that's awesome. Now I know you have a big hand in this. What is your role exactly?
I am the coordinator of the program. So I do the advising. I work with supervising them out in the schools, and work with the College of Education with all their certification issues and so forth.
Now obviously it's bringing more students in, but where do you hope to see this go? I mean, where are you hoping this takes off? Where do you see it?
Well, I mean, since it is leading to K-12 certification, we just hope to see it continue here in the program, in the state, so that the students can get their certification here. We have lots of students who want to teach abroad, and from my experience abroad, we've found that the public schools abroad would love to have certified teachers, right, instead of just someone who speaks English. They want certified teachers. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is people that want to go abroad and as well.
Does the undergraduate and the graduate program work together? Like if you're, go to the undergraduate program here, can you go on to the graduate? How does that work?
Yes, in fact, that's part of the reason why we took so long with the undergrad, because it would be so easy just to duplicate the classes. Mm-hmm. But we wanted to make sure that the classes that we were offering would be unique enough so that someone who finished here with their bachelor's could also finish their master's here at Murray State. Because with a teacher certificate, you have to go on and continue your education, and so this way our students would have something they could work for here.
Now I know we have some students or alumni that are now working in the Mayfield School area. Were they graduates of the graduate program or the undergraduate program? How did that work?
They were graduates of the graduate program. Many of them either went back and got their emergency certification to teach in the public schools, or some of them were public school teachers that came back and worked on their masters, either working on their ESL endorsement and then adding to the masters. But we've got them in Mayfield, we have them in Henry County in Tennessee, we have them all over the place. Right. I mean, they're in Graves County. Some of them actually, we have some that teach at Murray High and Callaway as well. So,
what do you get from this? I mean, working with these students and seeing them grow, how does this benefit you?
It's really funny. I always tell students that for me, teaching teachers is probably the most rewarding thing in the world, because it's this ripple effect. Because while I influence my students then influence someone else. And so then we have this ripple effect where I'm influencing their kids. And so it just continues to grow, and I can see that the labor is worthwhile. So, it's one of those things where I watch them go abroad, they come back, they talk about their experiences, and that you're touching lives around the world.
Now, you've been around the world. Mm-hmm. Talk about some of the places that you've been to and kind of what you've done there. As a high school teacher, I taught French, and so I took my students to England and France and Switzerland. I have taught a couple of the TESOL MA classes in Cyprus. I was there in the summer and got to see a big wedding. One of our graduates who graduated here got married, and so I got to go to her wedding. And I taught in the winter, and it was beautiful there. It was freezing here, and it was nice there. Of course.
And then I went to the Discover China program with the university and really enjoyed that. And then in 2008, 2009, I had a Fulbright scholarship, and I worked in Taiwan for a year. I was doing teacher training, working with local teachers there, and junior Fulbrighters or English teaching assistants, as they were paired up with local teachers. Right. And so I spent quite a bit of time there and really enjoyed myself. Taught me quite a bit about the difference between teaching English here in the United States and teaching English abroad. So It's really influenced me.
A lot of people I know, they ask, we've got so many international students here on campus, why Murray? How do they hear about Murray State's program and about the TESOL program? I mean, are you all
Are you all going there to tell them about this, or how are we really getting the word out about this?
I think part of it is just we have a really good recruiting program over at Woods Hall. There are several recruiters, and they do a lot there, and some of it is word of mouth. I mean, a lot of our students who are coming from Saudi Arabia work really well with each other, and they have good contacts, and you have family friends who talk about their experiences here and how much they enjoy it, and so you see a lot of that, just word of mouth, I think, more often than us going out and specifically recruiting.
Well, you all do a great job, and I'm looking forward to seeing the program grow, as I know you are too, and thank you so much for being on our show.
Well, thanks, I appreciate it.
Thank you.